Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use everything on this 2011 Chrysler Town Country Limited with wheelchair conversion. So we'll start off with this particular van has remote start. So you hit the lock button, then you hit this little circle here twice, it'll honk twice, and then the van will start. So to open the door, you're going to hit the button right here on the keychain twice. You'll see that the door will open, the ramp will come out, and the van will kneel down. All of it's just with the push of that button. Now to close everything up, you'll do the exact same thing, but I'm also going to show you several other places to do that. So on the inside here, you'll see, let's turn the radio off. So you'll see this button here is going to do the same thing. Just push this button, ramp comes in, van unkneels, and the door's going to shut. Now, once it cycles and gets all through, you'll hear the kneel stop working. You can also open it back up with this button here. Going to do the same thing. So far we've got three buttons. We've got the button on the remote, this button here, the button at the front of the door. All are going to do whatever if the van's closed, it opens. If it opens, it closes it. So you're also going to see up here, in the driver's area, you'll have one more button here that's going to do that. So let's put it in. That's the top button. This button here is for the kneel. If for some reason you want to turn the kneel off, you would push this button off. That gets bumped a lot. So if all of a sudden your van quits kneeling down, which is where the van squats as the ramp goes out, check this button. You probably hit it with your knee or something like that. That should be on is up. The up is, and that would be up is here and out. Now, the last way to open the door is just your plain old factory button there. Gonna do the same thing. Opens the door, gonna kneel, you'll see the van kneeling, and the ramp's gonna come out. So that's all the way you operate it from the inside and the outside. So we'll get to the manual ways to do it in a minute. You'll basically see a regular Dodge Grand Caravan or Chrysler Town Country. Owner's manuals for the van is right here, how everything kind of works. Just a couple of little quick things. Does have Bluetooth, does have controls for the radio that are on the back of the steering wheel on both sides. This is your cruise control here. This is all your stuff for your voice control and Bluetooth and all here. Power windows, power locks. This is your power rear vent windows and your lock buttons for the whole van. Does have automatic headlights. Just leave it on auto, forget about it. Does have fog lights. You push that in, that'll turn your fog lights on and off. This is going to be, you do have a backup battery system, so if you come out and the battery's dead one day, you can actually join these two together, turn this light on. That will allow the battery that normally operates the ramp to crank the van. So it's just kind of a backup system, and also you don't ever get standing because you left the headlights on. Just something nice to have. DVD player is here. All your climate controls here. You do have an inverter for 110 power. You will want to turn this on, or you can just leave it on. I have people leave it on all the time, and none of this is working because we're running off of the remote start. Hit the button here, actually start the van. Then you'll see that light will come on, and everything will come on up here. You'll see that we don't have any lights on, everything like that. Everything is working correctly. You'll see on your radio here. Turn it down here. Your setup menus and everything are here. Navigation is here, but it's 2011 navigation, so you probably would rather want to use your phone. You do hit the open button to put in a DVD or anything like that, or a CD. This is your DVD player here. That is going to be up here. Got that over here. You do have dual screens, so you've got a screen there, and then you also have another screen back here. So you actually can play one movie on the front, one movie on the back, a couple of different ways. You can have inputs for those over here. That's a read the owner's manual kind of thing right there, because you can have, as I said, you can have one playing to both, or different ones playing to different ones. So you'll see here you've got two different screens, and remote control for it's up here. Headphones are here. You do have window curtains on all of the windows, so if you do need to have somebody change or anything like that, all 4 of the rear windows have those curtains on them. This is going to be where your inverter is here. Be able to plug it in right there. Now, your first override, say you come out, battery's dead for whatever reason, ramp won't come in. So you'll see here, you've got these 2 buttons here. So you push in, you hold this top button, and you get a solid beep, and that's going to change to a beeping. Once it changes to a beeping, this bottom button will either put the ramp in or out. That's all it does. It puts the ramp, it doesn't close the door, doesn't do anything else. It does allow you to be able to put the ramp in and out with these 2 buttons. So you're never going to be stranded anywhere because you can't put it out for whatever reason. You'll hear that continued beeping. This will stay active for a minute, or if you push that pop button, that will cut it back off. Now, you'll see over here, you got your straps for the seatbelt or for the wheelchair. These you will see, as long as they're all the way in, you just grab them and they come out. You hook them on the wheelchair, they lock themselves up. This red button is how you release them. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. But again, it's all the way in, it'll come out, and it stops and locks along the way. Anytime it's locked, you push this red button down to release it. Now, if you need to move these, depending on where you're going to put your chair, you just pull up on this little handle right here, and they slide. Again, to put them back in, you'll see you kind of line the holes up and just slide until this pops in. That's all there is to do moving that. If you're using the seatbelt in the front, again, slide, pull this up, and slide. Again, it's kind of push it in, slide it till that locks down. That's how you lock it back. So this is your seatbelt. You'll see it's adjustable. You want to make sure that the seatbelt, when you have it on the person, that it is down low on their hip. So sitting in the wheelchair, you want this seatbelt down low, so it's just like it is on your seat. And we just keep these hooked up because it's just one less thing to rattle. So there is that. If you want to take the seats out, if you're gonna let the person ride in the front, we'll take these seats out. Again, you just pull up on that and slide it to move it. I'm gonna close this door because the white light is just in our way. You'll see these other little compartments are just storage compartments. Okay, so to take the seat out, you'll simply just pull this little string right here. You'll see where this screws into the wall. It'll unscrew and come out. There's a little collar on the end of it. You'll see like that right there. Then to take the seat out, you just pull this, lift up on the seat. You'll see the wheels will pop down. You can just roll it right out. To put it back in, it'll only go one way. You slide it in. You'll step on this part right here. That will put it down. There's a lot of YouTube videos about putting these in and out. When you go to put this back, there's a mark right there that shows you the top. It'll only go in one way. You'll kind of see it when you line it up. It'll kind of fall in, and then you can just kind of screw it in. It only goes one way. So. But that's how you take the seats. Either way, the seats will come out if you want to take them out. And now, to get out on this side, you can just pull the handle or push the button here. Oh, you have to unlock it. All right, things work better when they're unlocked. Push that button, this door will open. Your power seat controls are here. Again, it's your regular basic caravan stuff you can see in the owner's manual. And rear hatch, you got a handle here, or again, you do have the button on here, which running this remote won't work. It'll work on the doors. For whatever reason, Chrysler has it. Oh, it will work on the hatch. Sorry. It's Honda's it won't. Backup cameras here. You will see that's where that backup battery we were talking about earlier is. Your jack and everything are over here in the corner. Spare tire and everything is under here. This is all your control systems here. This is the backup battery that works with the system on the inside. Again, really nothing you should ever need under here, but just so you know where it's at. And your seats here will fold down like this. So you do have the ability to, you know, be able to store a little bit of stuff under there. And they'll also will pull that handle. These will come back up. And headrests are here. You just flip them up. But if you have them up, you clearly can't see anything if you don't have anybody riding back here. So I usually keep them pulled down. So that's going to close your hatchback right there. Now, the one thing you can do, you pull the door handle, that will close the door. And that's the one day you can you can open and close this door without putting the ramp out. So if you just want to get in, just pull the handle. The door's gonna open, nothing else is gonna happen. You'll see the ramp doesn't come out, the van doesn't kneel. That's your simple way of being able to get in and out. And same thing to close it. So, this van does have keyless entry, so you'll see it's a push button start. Key just has to be in your pocket. Same thing. Here again, you've got the room, 1 glove compartment and 2 glove compartments. But close, lock the door. You just simply push the button. That will lock everything there. To open it back up, you just pull the handle. As long as you have the key in your pocket, you're good to go. So basically that is your 2011 Chrysler Town Country Limited.